Hey guys, I wanted to do a quick haul for you guys. It's going to be kind of short because I don't have a ton of stuff to show you, but I wanted to share a few good finds with you. So I went to Ulta and they have their clearance section going, and they actually moved a lot of their clearance items out to like the center of the store to like get rid of them, because where they had them before it was kind of in the back corner, and I don't think a lot of people realized that all that stuff was back there. So I picked this up. This is from Rimmel. It's a Stay Matte foundation, and I got it in the color Ivory. This was $1.79. I don't know if you guys can see that, but this is a really nice foundation. I don't know what I was expecting when I bought it, but I thought for $1.79 I'll give it a try, and I actually like it. It's not a full coverage. It does matte out your complexion, which I like because I am quite oily. It says on the back, Shine Control Formula for 12 hours, matte coverage with Skin Pure Complex for a visibly purified complexion and gentle botanical extracts to help soothe sensitive skin. Oil-free, paraben-free, all that free stuff. But it is a nice, it's a nice foundation. And lately I've been just kind of using it. I just got this on, well, today's Sunday. I got this on Friday. And I've used it 2 or 3 times now, and I just mainly put it kind of like in this area here and a little bit up onto my forehead, and I like it. You know, it doesn't dry out my skin, and it blends out nice. So for $1.70, yeah, $1.79, I thought that was a good find. I picked up, and I talked about this in my skincare video, but I got another bottle of my Sea Boots dry oil spray, and I use this after I take a shower, and it makes my skin very soft and smooth. I like this a lot. This is something that I would recommend, and these are $5.99. I went to Target and picked up a few things, and while I was there, they have a whole new e.l.f. display of new stuff. And it actually comes in this really neat looking box. It looks like a notebook, you know, and I'm guessing that this is back to school themed. But so I picked this up. This is their cream eyeshadow collection, and this was $3. Here are the colors. Really nice colors, and of course I have already used this one because I've been so attracted to that color lately. The only thing with these eyeshadows, they're very sheer. They are not very pigmented at all. It almost kind of reminds me of a lip gloss. But I do like using it as a base, and this color especially it added just enough color, and also obviously when you're packing an eyeshadow over it, the eyeshadow sticks to it and it pops a little bit more. But I used this yesterday, and I really like it. There it is there. You know, I like it for a base. Now, as far as using it by itself, I probably would not use these colors alone, because again, they do seem to be a bit sheer. That one does anyway. This one's not so bad. This one looks like it has a little bit more pigmentation. This one is like a gunmetal gray. So that one's nice. I'll swatch all of them for you. This one is a silvery gray. This one is pretty. The other colors might not be as sheer as that burgundy plum. Here's the silver gray, and we'll do the pink. The pink actually reminds me of the color in the Shimmering Eye palette. It's probably the same thing. Here's the pink. And they seem like they're buildable. Let me see, I'm going to go back over this the gunmetal gray, the black. It's probably supposed to be black, but it looks more gunmetal. So here, it does build nice. I just added a little bit more of that. Let's see how the silver gray looks. Adding just a little bit more. Yeah, so you can darken it up. I just don't know about this plum, the burgundy plum color. This one just seems really sheer to me. It's right there. And then there's one more here, and this one kind of looks like an apricot color. I don't know how well this one's going to pick up because it's a bit It looks flesh tone now that I'm putting it on my skin. So this is kind of like a peachy tan and it's right here. It's not going to pick up. It's right there. So overall, it's not too bad. The colors are buildable. That burgundy plum color is a little bit sheer. Oh, I missed one. Here's a gold. Swatch this one too. This one is a, looks like kind of a bronze brown right here. Not bad. I mean, for $3, what do you expect, you know? But this would work very nicely as a base palette for you, you know. And then also, if you wanted to use them as eyeshadows, you could, and they build up pretty nice too. So not bad for $3. Now I have to tell you guys, and I'm regretting this now, and I think I'm going to go back and get it. You know that Chanel eyeshadow that I used for the one tutorial? Well, I took it back because I was not thrilled with, like, the payoff of it. You know, it blended out nicely, but I just didn't feel like I was getting a good build on it. Well, I was at the mall the other day, and I was kind of playing around with the color again on my hand and all that. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go buy it again and try using it by itself without a powder to see how that works out, because I was putting it over, you know, my eyeshadow. So, but I kind of regret taking that back now, and I'm hoping that I can pick that up, because I think when I bought mine, they had quite literally just put the display out, and I hadn't even seen anything on YouTube about it at that point. But I think I might end up going back to get that. I don't know. It's one of those things where I don't return makeup very often, but every once in a while, you know, you just kind of have a regret. You know, sometimes you have a regret about buying something or returning something, and I'm kind of feeling like I'm regretting taking it back. So I don't know. I'm kind of wishy-washy about it at the moment. But, you know, when I saw this palette and I saw that color, when I saw this color here, I thought, well, that's kind of what I'm looking for, so let's give that a shot. Alright. I picked this up, and I haven't even opened it yet. I don't know if I'm going to keep this for myself or not. This is from Ulta. It's a matte finish mousse blush in Pink Glow. This is what it looks like. It's a cream blush, and I don't know if I'm going to keep this. I might use this for, I don't know, I might use it for a swap. But these right now at Ulta are only $2. So I picked it up. I was like, $2? You know. If I don't end up keeping it, I could use it for a swap or a giveaway or something. But yeah, $2. I'm not going to open it because I think that I am going to go ahead and use that for a giveaway. Or a swap. I don't know yet. I went into Sephora, and I do like using this brush here for my concealers and whatnot, but I wanted to try something different, something that had a little more movement to the bristles. You know, because the bristles are so short, it moves, but it's not as giving. You know, it doesn't give way as much. So I wanted to try something that was a little more, I guess, flexible. So I got this brush here. This is a Sephora Professionals brush. This is an airbrush concealer brush, and I really like this brush a lot. I've been using it for right in here, and then also I used it with this, and this is great for getting into or putting on, you know, like a foundation or a concealer in smaller areas, you know, as opposed to, you know, using a like a regular foundation brush with this. If I just want to put it in a smaller area, this works out perfect. This blends everything out nicely. I have no creasing or any cakey appearance, and it's great with my Laura Mercier Secret Camouflage. I have also been using it with my, let me see if I can find it here. I've also been using this with my e.l.f. concealer, and where is it? Okay, I found it. I have this e.l.f. concealer. It's a stick concealer, and it's a solid. And I've been using this brush with this, and what I do is I just put my concealer on, and then I use this brush to smooth it out. This is really a very, very nice brush. I like it a lot. I'm glad that I bought it. I think it was about $22, and I know that's a lot of money, but you know, when you want, you know, you can get away with using inexpensive brushes for like eyeshadows and things like that. But I think sometimes when it comes to especially working on your base, you know, working on your foundations and your concealers, having a nice brush really does help. This is a very nice brush. Again, I have no problems with this, and I've actually been keeping this in my work bag for touch-ups during the day. But I really very much like this brush. And I know that the bristles it looks a bit large. Doesn't look like it would be a very good concealer brush. But I think because it is so large, and it moves around a little bit more, it has a little bit more give to it, it really does get that concealer or your foundation, it really does smooth it out so nice. And there's not much effort put into it. As a matter of fact, when I use this, I'm real light with wherever I need it. And I really, really, really like using this with a foundation. And like I said, lately I've just kind of been doing this area here. I don't really have any issues with hyperpigmentation or anything like in this area, but I do find that I'm a little bit more uneven kind of right in here. And then a little bit onto my forehead. But this blends the foundation and the concealer out so nicely that it's really hard to pick up where your natural skin is compared to where your concealed skin is, or the skin that you used a foundation on. It just blends out so nicely. It's very effortless. So this is the Airbrush Concealer Brush, and I recommend this to you guys if you're looking for a nice concealer brush. And I do realize, like I said, the bristles are a lot bigger. It might look a little bit intimidating because I know normal concealer brushes, this is what they look like. If I can get this little guy out of here. This is just a normal concealer brush, and they're rather small. They're not very thick. You know, the bristles can be quite long, but they're not splayed or anything. It's just a real narrow brush. So there is a huge difference between these two. But I think because of the way the bristles were placed in here and how it's so, I don't know, it's hard to explain. But it just gives a very nice airbrush look. Whereas sometimes when you use brushes like this, you can get a little bit of streaking. It doesn't, I mean, it's really hard to kind of blend with one of these brushes, especially under here, so you have to do a lot of patting and then pulling the product across. But with this, you can just buff it in, and it works beautifully. Beautiful brush. So, and then I got one more thing, and I went into the store. It's called Charming Charlie's, and they sell like the coolest jewelry, handbags, shoes. They're starting to carry some clothes now. Huge store. I love going in there. But I got this necklace, and I normally don't wear gold. I'm not really a gold kind of person. I like silver. But this just caught my eye, and I don't know if any of you watch Lorraine Stanek. She's got a channel here on YouTube called The Current Boobies. She has The Current Boobies, The Current Custom, and then The Current Couple. So, but she sells jewelry, and she sells really nice jewelry, and she always has what she calls her jewels on. But this one right here reminded me of a pendant that she wears all the time. And when I saw that, I was like, that's really cool. Because to be honest with you guys, I went on her website, and I can't afford to buy her jewelry. So when I find something that's similar, I'm kind of happy about it. So I bought that, and these are actually attached. And right here at the ends, it's all one necklace. And then the end here is really neat. It has a, let's see, there's an elephant right here, and then just a black bead. And I got this on a clearance rack for $5. So I thought that was really pretty, you know. So yeah, I got that. And that's it. Alright you guys, if you have any questions about any of the things that I showed you, or if you have any suggestions for me, if you use a product that you think is just completely amazing, please let me know what it is. Leave it in the comment area down below. So that's it. You guys, I hope you have a great weekend, and I will see you soon.